All I can say is that I am. I'd tell you guys exactly, if this thing was a big piece of shit, I'd tell you it's a big piece of shit. Well, we got a bunch of rain, a little over an inch here the other day, so it really slimy. 4690 is still doing her thing, hasn't missed a beat yet. Oh girl, guys are dumping trucks from the other day that we got them loaded before it rained, filled everything up, so we have another day of drying yet with our little shivers. We won't be combining today yet. I'm gonna go check some fields and see how wet it is. On another side note, we were leaving pieces out in the field. Dad had to go out in the field and go get this. So Ivan was using the 5200 Salford and yeah, she fell off. I don't know, U-bolt snapped on it. He didn't hit anything or nothing, and they just snapped right off. So this thing fell off, ripped the hydraulic hoses off, went to Titan, I guess, and ordered some more U-bolts. So we'll put them back on and try to get it to stay on. I don't know. It's gonna be about $500 worth of hydraulic hose and whatever these U-bolts cost. Here they are. That's what they look like. Just like that. So anyway, one more project that needs to get done. I mean, this thing's got a ton of weight on it. I don't know what there's. I mean, I'm not cutting sulfur down, but it holds dirt, so then it adds another 200 pounds to it. And we did have the baskets down. We weren't even carrying the baskets when it happened. So this machine's only like 2 years old. But I mean, that's a long ways. That's a lot of weight. That's four little U-bolts there got to hold. Whatever, we'll get her put back on and hopefully they don't break off again. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go check a couple fields, see how wet they are as far as being able to maybe use the rotary ditcher, get some ditching done. Since we can't combine yet, just as well do some ditching. But if there's water sitting in the bottom of the ditches, probably can't do that. Maybe you can. I haven't told you guys, but Elmer's brought out a Wolverine for us to try out. We've been running a Prairie for the last, I don't know how many years it's been now, since 2020, so I guess 5 years. I think we're on our second or third Prairie. We just trade out of them every couple of years. Anyway, they brought us this Wolverine here to try out. We can take a look at it, see what it's all about. So one thing that's different about these is they got this cross auger like this. And Prairie came out with a V auger. Well, I think you've seen it on Larson Farms. It plugged up pretty good, but anyway, now they have a floating cross auger. I think it's supposed to work pretty good, but I haven't tried it out, so I don't know. So maybe one day we'll put that on ours or whatever, or we'll trade that for this one. We'll see how this one works. Most of you probably haven't been around rotary ditchers. This does have a smaller wheel than the Prairie, so I'm interested to see if it'll throw it as far. My guess is maybe not. It's going to be a little bit of a learning curve because the way the Prairie worked, everything was electric over hydraulic, so I had a little toggle switch to run to operate this. This is an auto clutch here. We'll open it up and look inside and see what they got for gearboxes. That's nice. I could do that with one hand. So there's your gearboxes right here. I don't know if that's rubber or what that is. Is that a clutch or something? Looks like a, I'll bet you that's like a slip clutch or something. Thing's big. There's your hydraulic valve bank. Keeps everything nice and clean in here. One thing I can tell you about this one versus the Prairie, just looking at it by observation, is everything is sealed off better here. So as far as getting dirt in here, it's going to be interesting to see if we get as much dirt built up around here as not. Now the difference on the Prairie, that is a direct drive line right into a large planetary, fan cool planetary. So we'll see how this system works. Anyway, so if you get the rotor plugged or this paddle, you can back it out right here with a hydraulic. So it'll pull it in reverse. So that'll be kind of nice. They do have a plumb here. So when you're cutting angles and stuff, you know, if you want it right there, then you can manually just keep it right there. Anyway, I'm just saying, I'm kind of excited. I'm really excited to try this out and see what it's all about. I know there's a few guys up here that have switched from Prairies to these, so we'll just have to see what I think about it. So yeah, we're gonna probably get this tractor off the cart and then put him on the ditcher. But I want to go out and check the field just to make sure we can actually go do something, because we do need the cart again either tomorrow. So I don't really want to go through all the work of hooking and unhooking just to hook back up to the cart tomorrow if I can't go. I am assuming you can go. I've seen guys use these in some pretty nasty conditions. Well, it was raining another day, and then this morning it was sunny, and now it's cloudy and windy as heck. We're gonna go hook the Wolverine on and get it ready for RTK. I'm gonna take it off the grain cart duty, put it on the ditcher. I can still do it. I'm not that tubby yet. There, just like that. They have a little hole here. I got a little spot here to run your cabling through. Oh, my knees. That wasn't good. I felt that one.
Yeah, once a Ricky, always a Ricky. Well, we're getting our wintertime heat wave. Our tropical heat wave. Real nice. Stroking it 2 fingers at a time.
And there's another hole right through here. They were thinking. Ta-da! Look at that! Even got a... Oh! Look at that! They thought...
They were pretty cool. They were.
Yeah, they thought of everything.
Yeah.
Oh look, and there's another spot here to zip tie it right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the little things. It is. It's all you guys that build equipment, it's all the little things like that that make a guy happy when you spend that type of money.
Yeah. It don't need to make a ditch, it just has to have all the tie downs.
Elmer's, I've noticed, has been pretty good about this. I'll give you a nice little chart here. At nice. How do you say that, Dater?
Real nice.
Well, I hate to do it. I hate to get this thing muddy, but that's what it's for. We're supposed to use it, so this is us using it. I'd put my own machine through this, so it's just misty out right now, but it shouldn't be overly muddy, so we'll see when we get there. I said I figure I could just drive around long enough and pretend I'm doing something so I don't have to do this. I'm just kidding. Honestly, I was taking this to the field and I got up by the 40 here and I thought, it's got them big frost tips on there. That's gonna hook all kinds of willow roots. So I'm gonna pull them off. Oh, it's wet down here. Ew. Oh, there's just one bolt holding them on? Well, that ain't so bad. Get him. And then, I don't know what size this is. I'm gonna go with a 24. Just to guess. From right. Ooh, good day. No way! I am right. It's 24. Oh, there is another one. Oh, bugger. Okay, go to the next one. Anyway, I'm gonna do that one, I'm gonna do that one, and it's gonna look like that one. Just so you know. Okay, we got that done. Ground's basically them frost teeth, or if, obviously if the ground's hard and dry, then it helps bite. It is not hard and dry. So, we want a nice smooth cutting edge. Otherwise, all it is a spot for mud to build up, in my opinion. Well, we're doing a little survey here. A little wet. It's gonna be quite a test for it. It's gonna be some sod and water and some willows. I don't know. I have my doubts, but we'll see. If it does go through this, I'll be pretty sold on it. But gotten about an inch of rain here over the last couple days, and so we're gonna see what it'll go through here. I wonder how muddy this is gonna be. Oh yeah, pretty soupy. Problem is, it's not riding on top, it's sinking in the mud, so I'm gonna have a different elevation, so I don't know if this is gonna work. We'll see. Okay, so we did our survey here. This is where we're at. This is what it looks like. This is a main ditch through the center of the field. It's a very, like a coulee almost. It's a very pronounced ditch. It says here we have 469 yards to cut out of this ditch. It's 2,300 foot cut. We're gonna see if we can do that. Ooh, she's juicy. Nothing like getting it dirty right away, my gosh. Well, it definitely goes through the wow. That's all I gotta say. There is absolutely no way I'd have been able to do this with the Crary. I'm just saying, sorry Crary, but this thing is definitely, it's an animal. Heavy, what you doing? Are we ditching again today? So we're ditching again today. It's a little drier conditions than what we were in yesterday, but I will say, you guys know that I run a Crary, or have ran a Crary, and this is nothing against Crary or nothing like that, but that's the only rotary ditcher I've really ran that's similar to this, other than a Hurricane. Been around them a lot too, but all I can say is that I am extremely impressed. And I'm not saying that just because I'm demoing this thing. I'd tell you guys exactly, if this thing was a big piece of shit, I'd tell you it's a big piece of shit. I'd say, nope, it doesn't work. And like, look at this. I mean, look at the cut we're taking right now. Just a monster cut. And it's just augering through it. I know some of you are going to say, well, it doesn't spread it as far. It doesn't spread it far enough. Actually, it does a very nice job of spreading. It's just a thin layer of black dirt on the one side, and then the heavier stuff goes further away. The GoPro died last night, so I couldn't get it all, but the stuff I was going through should not have been, I shouldn't have been able to go through it. I didn't get out once and unplug this thing. With my old ditcher, that's unheard of. I'm going through willows, I'm going through sod, I'm going through water, mud. I mean, the tractor was just about getting stuck, and this thing was still going. All I can say is that this thing is an animal. It's just, it does exactly what I want it to do. And it doesn't matter what conditions it's in. I'm very, very happy, put it that way. Of all the stuff I've demoed, I get out of all the equipment I've ever demoed, I'm the most surprised, or pleasantly surprised, or impressed, whatever words you want to use, on this machine. So I guarantee if someone out on here is looking for something like this to do their ditching, and you tried it, you ain't gonna send it back. Anyway, that's enough hype on this thing for, I mean, it's a good machine. So we're cutting a ditch along old railroad bed here, and right in the sod, and it's doing a wonderful job. I just can't believe it, how it eats through that sod and doesn't plug. So there's our high spot. We'll get to that here in a minute. I don't know if we'll be able to take the full cut, but we'll see what it'll do. Day 3 ditching. I've only been getting afternoons in because I've been having to go with Eli hunting in the morning for the youth hunt, so I don't get out here till noon. But I just want to do a quick walkthrough on this machine. It's really simple to run, really simple to hook up. I like the simplicity of it. Some people, some companies, they got to really overcomplicate things. Seems like nowadays you need an iPad to run anything, which I can't stand, because the last thing I want is another freaking iPad in the cab that I gotta try to keep charged up. Anyway, if it ain't integrated, I don't want it, to a point. So, like I said earlier, when we hooked this thing up, everything's right here, easy to hook up. It was a one and done. This is really nice, the little things like this. I know the previous manufacturer that we've ran just kind of had a little bubble in there, or a little rolly thing that didn't work half the time. This here is really nice. I mean, it just, if you really want to know where your tilt is, it's nice. There's a couple features I would like to see on here. For one, would be an auto level feature, so that way you just turn a switch on and doesn't matter what you do, it just stays nice and flat. Horsepower, I thought it was going to take a pile of horsepower because the wheel is smaller. So I thought, well, a smaller wheel, it's going to take more power to get that, you know, it's a big wheel, you'd think you'd have more through power. This ditcher, the way the wheel is tilted back, it must have something to do with how it feeds, because it doesn't take as much power as my other unit. And with the beaters up front, being a mechanical, that is way nicer than hydraulic. Hydraulic beaters, it's a nice idea, but oil gets hot, you run it all day. I mean, they're working hard. You just can't beat a mechanical beater. I turn the PTO on, everything starts. I don't have to turn on 3 hydraulic levers to turn everything on. So I do like that feature. I know it's not even a feature, it's just the way these things have been built for a long time, but I really like that. Another thing I really like is this auto unplug. I've only had to use it maybe twice, and it was because of myself taking a really deep cut, and it wasn't even that I had to use it, I just wanted to try it. The ram just goes up here and locks and pulls it back, and doesn't matter what's in there. It was willows, but it walked it right out. I was off and going in 5 minutes. I have not once had to get out of the cab to unplug this thing because it wouldn't operate. I do start in the mornings. I do clean off the cutting edge. Obviously you can see here, this is cattails and willows here. So I like to do that, but that's about it. It still works just fine even with all the willow roots and everything on it. I can't believe it still feeds. And it keeps grade, which I can't believe. And I'm very surprised at how well these clean up. My other machine, if I got something wrapped up in it, oh my God, it takes a while to get it unclogged and cut out of there. This, it doesn't take long. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's just the orientation of the blades, but very, very well. Haven't had any plugging in the chute. Run this chute back and forth. I've even done it when I was in a cut. I don't think you're supposed to do it that way, but I wanted to see if I could do it without it plugging, and it didn't plug. So pretty nice that way. One thing I kind of wish they'd do for this chute to work, it's all on one hydraulic, which is nice. I guess maybe it's just because I'm used to the other machine having a two-way system. So one hydraulic was for the gates or the chutes, and the other one was for the gate. It'd be nice if it was on its own deal, so that way it would just, if you wanted to change it in a turn or whatever, you can just do it without having to stop. Where this here, it has the bottom the chute out before it'll send the gate the other direction, which isn't a big deal. But yeah, haven't plugged anything yet. I did use the auto clutch twice where I was in a really deep cut. Tractor was pulling down. I didn't slow down quite fast enough. It just stopped. And so then I just lifted up, backed up, and I thought, oh, you know, this is gonna be, she's all plugged up and gonna be hard on the tractor or something. All I did was back up, hit the button, and bam, she just took right off again. Very, very, very solid design, very simple. I am very, very impressed on how it feeds. I can't say that enough. Just, it feeds no matter what. And I'm blown away by that after struggling with what I've had in the past. When conditions are right, that other machine will do just as good as this one. Obviously, we don't get ideal conditions every day. So, and like this here, we got CRP that we tore out last year. We didn't get it ditched last fall. One reason, because my ditcher, the ditcher we had, wouldn't operate in them conditions. I could have had this thing ditched already last year, so, with this thing. Kind of my own fault for not looking at these sooner, I guess. But as it turns out, I had one fall in my lap and we're able to try it out here. So if you guys are even thinking about something like this, I would recommend this particular ditcher. Another thing I do like about it, I don't have to drag a heavy scraper around the whole field. A scraper is nice in certain situations, for sure. You cannot get away from a scraper. We're actually going to probably buy a smaller direct mount scraper that we could put on like the Steiger or something like that when the RXs are busy doing tillage work. Just something that we could, you know, haul some dirt around and fill in a few holes if we need. Most of the time, 99% of the time, something like this, for us anyway, it works just fine. And I'll tell you one thing, and I'm so sorry, but it is sounding like a commercial. If you get to try one of these out, you're probably not going to send it back. So I'm just saying. Okay, let's get going. That's enough of that. Hey, Evan. It's my buddy Evan. Yeah, what do you think? We're going to go ditching? Yeah. And we're listening to the Vikes. Here we go. Okay, we got our map loaded up here. Here's our map. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I just have the mains in right now. That's a really bad flat spot right there. But yeah, these are the ditches we need to put in. So another thing, we don't have time right now to be doing a full-fledged 3-pass bottom, widen the sides out, and the whole works like I want to do. This is going to be beans again next year. I will have a chance to, I'm hoping, to get out here right away and finish them. So I'm just doing single trenches, and then come in the spring or hopefully yet this fall, we're gonna take the quick till and run down them and knock the edges down so that way we can farm through them. And the ditch will still be there, it'll still drain, but it's not something that's gonna last for 10 years because it'll eventually get filled in, because it is only a 4 or 5 foot wide cut, or 5 foot wide cut. And anyway, so that's what we're doing just to get by, just for another year. Okay, let's go. Well, there's kind of a natural ditch here. There's water in it in spots. It's still working. There's our cut. We'll zoom out. That's why our hole is, there's a big hill right here at the end. That's why it's not working. Pretty gnarly stuff. This stuff is very sticky black tar. Now we're spinning. Come on, baby. You can do it. Come on, girl. We're getting through our cut slowly. It's a deep one. Won't be able to take it all in one. Oofta, that's some nasty stuff. I gotta turn the steering wheel like this, otherwise the one track gives up and the other one starts spinning, so you kinda gotta give power to both sides. Okay, I need both hands here. Alright, well, we got this nasty ditch done here. A pipe with a dike there with a trap on it. Come through here. It's not done, but it's good enough for spring. It'll drain the water and we'll be able to get back in here. Even might even be able to do it before planting. Oh, some nasty gooey stuff here, boy. I still can't believe it. It can even go through this for a rotary. Well, you wouldn't be out here with a scraper, that's for sure. Water standing there. So I'm gonna clean this little corner up here. I'm not gonna go in there and try do any more. It'll just make it worse. It's good enough for now. At least it'll find its way out of here. This is probably gonna be the worst as far as the wetness and everything goes. Look at that, this keeps feeding her.
Oh, hey, should I help you? You're probably not used to handling anything like that.
The nice thing is with this, you come out here and do your workouts, you just squats with it. Get my thigh, work out the thighs a little bit. It's not that...
I'd help you, but I'm busy holding the hose.
It's not that bad. I mean, look at it. One hand, put it on. It went right on a second ago. It slid right on a second ago.
You say nice things, it'll usually go on.
Now you went way too far.
That happens.
Wait. Oh. Come on, get it. What the hell is going on? Can't you find the sweet spot?
It won't go off.
It won't get off? There.
It just took a few thrusts and...
One stroke at a time.